Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing great. I am well. I thank God for that. I wanted to share with you how when it comes to God's timing, you just have to um, move per se, whether God shows you where you're going or not. But if God says move, you must move. Because if you don't, and I've seen this even when I'm in church, if God says, or the voice of God says to do something, and I've been there in the faith when I was a newborn babe, so to speak, and you hear the voice says, oh, go and hug such and such a person, or go and tell such and such a person, or go and pray for such and such a person. And if you don't, if God, I've been there in church where God says, go and touch such and such a person, or go and pray for this person. And if you sit there long enough, you will see that because you didn't do your job, so to speak, or because you wasn't obedient, God used somebody else to go do what he told you to do because you had fear. And so I'm sitting here telling you, if God says to do something, even if you don't understand, like, this is God, this is your creator, he knows everything. So if he says do something, do it. If God says do something, no matter how silly it may seem or silly it may look, when others see you doing these things, just do it. And sometimes, and most of the times, you don't have to tell another individual that, God told me to do this, or so and so told me to do this. You just carry out the assignment, because if you don't, that's considered disobedience. But many times, I've had encounters where God tells me to do something and I'm able to do it. The person might come back with a testimony that, you prayed for me and this happened, this pain went away. Or sometimes you don't get back any feedback, but the fact that God told you to do something and you move towards it, like, that says something that you carried out the work. So I wanted to share that. And there are many examples in the word where he says to do something, and if they didn't do it, he would take measures or punish. They would have to pay for it. So my message to you as a believer, whether you're in the faith or you're new in the faith, whenever God says to do something, do it. God bless. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Many blessings to you and your family.